Good morning. This week the Lord had me in Genesis chapter 1, 2, and 3. And as I was reading, He opened my eyes to a couple things. In the beginning, when He began to create the earth, He said that He created trees that produced fruit and seeds that would spread. Then I go down, I think it was the beginning of chapter 2, right before He creates Adam and Eve. He says He brought Adam and Eve from the ground that had not been touched yet, had not been tilled for the wild grain and the wild plants, meaning the wheat, the corn, the barley, all those wild things, because see, those things to come forth needed someone to till the ground, but they hadn't come forth yet. So He created Adam and Eve, and they went back into Eden, and they lived in the heavenly plush of the Lord here on earth. But when they sinned, they had to be kicked out of Eden. See, in Eden, they could eat of the plants and the trees that produce seed and fruit. But when they sinned, they were kicked out and they had to till the ground. But when they tilled the ground, they tilled wild grain and wild plants. What the Lord showed me is this: when we were created to be those that are planted with fruit and bearing seeds that grow and spread. That's what happened. But when sin came in, we were pushed out and had to begin to till the ground, blood, sweat, and tears, and only to produce wild grain and barley and wild plants. I said, God, He said, see, sin can only create something wild and untamed. As you are in your sin, you are planting, you are still growing, you are still spreading, but what are you spreading? What are you spreading when you're in your sin? Only things that you can spread in sin is wild grain, wild things. And when you're spreading these things, it's causing you blood, sweat, and tears. See, God says He doesn't desire us to live the life of a transgressor. The life of a transgressor is hard. He calls us to live life and live it more abundantly. See, He tells us to go back to producing fruit and seeds and being abundant, being alive again, being fruitful. So today my message to you is check your heart. Check where you are with God. I don't care if you are a minister, if you're preaching. I don't care if you ain't been to church in 10 years. I don't care if you cuss every single day. I don't care if you lie, cheat, and steal. I don't care if you've been to prison. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, God knows the heart. But He says you need to check yourself and check your sin. Check your heart. Check your fruit. What are you producing every day? See, we can't change the past, but we can change the future. We can't go back and make things better, but we can change the future. And the Lord said He will make your latter days better than your previous days. Your latter days will be better. He can restore you, but He needs you to stop tilling the ground of sin. Stop producing iniquity. Stop living in a way that you think, oh God, He'll forgive me. One day He has to. He loves us. Yes, He loves us all. He loves us all, but He will love us right to hell. He will love you right to hell. Meaning that He will never stop loving you, but He still gives you free will to choose. So today I encourage you to choose to be fruitful. Choose to live. Don't till the ground anymore, sin. You can do it. Be encouraged. Have a blessed day.